Hare Krishna. So today we will be discussing on what's the perfect age to practice spirituality. Well, there is no perfect age. A person can practice bhakti at any age. Many times when a person needs to take admission in a school or a college, there is an age limit. But for practicing Krishna consciousness, Krishna is so kind that anybody can perform devotional service. Because the only qualification or the only important criteria is one has to give one's heart to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Many times people have this idea, people say bhakti should be done in old age. Many times you must have heard this, people say bhakti karenge budhape mein kyunki abhi to main jawan hu. People have this idea to perform bhakti in old age. Well, it is certainly a fact that old age is a perfect time to perform spirituality, because comparatively old age is a time where a person has more free time. At the same time, he has completed many of his social and financial duties, so he can definitely devote a lot of his time to spirituality. But at the same time, we should understand that old age is a time where the body starts deteriorating. A person has so many different health problems, a person has difficulties in his body, and in that difficulty of his body, many times it's difficult to actually remember Krishna at that time. That's why it is always recommended to start bhakti at early stages of our life. What exactly is old age? This is also an important thing to understand. Many times people say he is an old person. So what exactly is old age? The Vedic understanding of old age is proximity to death. A person who is closer to death, he is actually an old person. And who exactly is an old person, we don't know, because we don't know when that person is going to die. Just like if you go to a chemist shop to buy a medicine, and when you see that medicine, on that medicine there is written the manufacture date and the date of expiry. So when we see this body, we know when this body was manufactured, when this body was born. But do we know that when are we going to die? No. So that's why the Vedas and the scriptures recommend that we practice from the very early age. That's why many times people in the scriptures talk about that a person should practice from a very young age. Why at a young age? Because young age is a time where a person gets more time to practice. One time Swami Prabhupada, the founder of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, was asked that why, Swamiji, in your society there are so many youngsters. So then Swami Prabhupada said that just like you see in the schools and colleges, why in schools and colleges people take only youngsters to study? Why don't they admit a 60-year-old person to learn ABCD? Then the reporter replied, because youth is a time when a person's grasping power is nice, his impressions are nice. So similarly, Srila Prabhupada said, yes, youth or the childhood, from the very beginning, if a person is trained in something, then the whole life he has time to practice that philosophy. So this is a very important aspect. Second reason is, in the childhood or in the youthhood, our senses are strong. So when the senses are strong, a person can practice spirituality in a nice way, and at the same time it is a very nice offering to God. Just imagine you offer a rotten old flower to a beloved. Will a beloved be happy? No. Similarly, many times people have this idea of offering bhakti at old age where the body is not supporting. But youth is a time where a body is energetic, young, and it can do so much for the service of Lord. So in this way, although there is no age limit or no particular age for spirituality, but it is highly recommended that one start early in his life to please the Supreme Lord. In fact, the great Mahajan Prahlad Maharaj says, Kaumaram acharet pragyo dharman bhagvatamiha durlabham manusham janma, which means that this human form of life is durlabham. It's the most valuable human form of life. So please utilize it. So that's why he says we should practice from a very young age, Kaumaram, from the age a person is very young, from the childhood. So this is the most important message of the Gita. So I humbly appeal to all of you that please take this spirituality and experience the change in your life. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.